Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Evan Geyer. Today I'm going to give you a preview of some of the things I'm going to talk about during the debate for county commissioners in Clackamas County. Clackamas County is a caste system. Oh my goodness. The last election cycle, the incumbent didn't even show up to the debate and won the election with over 50% of the vote in the first round. It was all about the money. They hand out the money, they spend the money, and all it is about the money, and they build their little tower up there, and they don't let you into the meetings, or it's very vague. It's not well advertised. It's not like, oh yeah, go ahead, come in, and it's completely a caste system. The other thing is, it's not a democracy. In a democracy, the best person wins. If it were democracy, they'd be looking at it and there'd be one answer, and that's the one who's most qualified. I'm qualified. I've got jobs for everybody. The whole market's upside down. That's what I've been saying since the last election. I put it in there, vote based 2022, based on 2020 energy exploration and production outperforming the market. I put it in the voters pamphlet, and since then there's been jobs for anybody because that's exactly what's gone on. I told the truth. Energy's outperformed, and it's going to continue to outperform. Oil prices are going to $350 a barrel. I don't know exactly when. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. In fact, on Facebook, I took a break from trying to get people to buy oil stocks because I just wanted to win the election. I didn't want to lose them money. When there's only like 2 months until they're voting, that's not a long enough period to know that you're going to get a return. So I kind of pulled back. I still got my own stocks, and I'm doing well. Today, up over 10%, because I trade options, and I'll have more videos on that later, or short movies. Ben West, he's campaigning against me. I don't even know why he's campaigning against me. He might as well go out there and short all the oil stocks if he's going to campaign, and tell his allies and friends or whoever is voting for him to short the oil stocks if that's what he's for, because I don't know why he's campaigning against me. It doesn't make any sense at all. And then you got Sonia. Sonia's the incumbent, and of course, she's just up there and she's not held responsible for anything. Things are getting worse. The economy's going down. There's homelessness out on the streets, and she's not accountable for anything. She gets her fat paycheck and goes home. And, she doesn't have to do anything if things turn down, or, I don't know what she's pumping. But yeah, I don't even know why she was elected, because it's not in any of the debates. It's not in anything what she stands for or what she brings to the people. It's not there. I don't understand why people aren't held accountable. That's what I'm trying to do, is get to a position where I am held accountable, and that'll be on me. If oil prices don't go to $350 a barrel, that'll be on me when I'm in office. I also feel like there's discrimination. We're in a caste system, they're discriminating. I'm not a perfectionist, so, you can't get a job here, you can't get a job there, because you're not a perfectionist. You got to be a perfectionist, or the computer, it'll just toss your application out, because we only accept certain applications and we don't look at them all. And we've got a complicated way of, we're going to read 300 pages or something of papers just to hire one person. They don't do that. And I've got my own method, which I think is much simpler, but it works. And more on that in another short movie. So they discriminate. And what you should be looking at is in high school, in middle school, in college, the people who knew them. How did they do then, when there's a small enough voting pool where the people are actually known by their neighbors, and are they a good person? I knocked off an incumbent in college, and I was senior class president. In high school, they knew me. They were around me every day, day in and day out, for the whole school year, and they voted me in. And then you get to these big elections, and they're impossible to judge or win, with a small budget. But you got to be looking at who are they really, and do they are they a good character? Do people like them, or they're just jumping into this big race because they got money. Again, it's a caste system. Well, all the money's winning, and the whole market's upside down. And I got jobs for everybody because you can get a job making other people money or making yourself money. However, you can do it. But beware the clapping. Beware the clapping, because when they're clapping for you, you don't know what's going on, really. They're saying, oh, yeah, good job, good job. Yeah, let's clap, let's clap. And you think you're winning, you think you're doing well, and then something comes along and sideswipes you for a little bit, and it gets you off course. But if they're booing, or if there's a harder path in life, then when you get to the clapping, it's better, because you still remember who you are and what you did. You're not like this born billionaire who gets the clapping and thinks he's doing everything right, and doesn't know what's wrong and right because they think they're doing everything right. I've been there. In college, I thought I was going to win that election for ASUO president. I said hi to all the people, like a lot of people. I knew like a third of the students, it seemed like I knew, when I was walking to class. And say hi to them. I knew them by name. And then when the results came around, I didn't win the election, but, I guess it goes on. It was an online election, and I got up there pretty high before, a national communications coordinator. But, more important is now and today, what have we done recently, right? No, that's not always it. That's really not always it because of high school and stuff, but I'm trying to make people money. So the other funny thing is, oh my goodness, what is it? Oh, the questions. Yeah, the endorsement groups. Oh, of course, the endorsement groups. They ask questions like any new taxes or like any new rural regulation. Questions that are so broad that if you answer the question, it limits what you can do, because you're trying to stay true to yourself, and you can't make the best decision for the situation if you answer some of those questions. So some of them I don't even answer. But, they're endorsement groups. They're supposed to be looking at, like, who is the best candidate. But no, who is the best candidate for us? And can we get him to commit before he's in elected office to this and this and this, so that we can get, him to devote this and this and this. And because we'll give them a little bit of money right now. I don't do that. I had two self-funded campaigns for Clackamas County Commissioner, and I work at Amazon. And I had I collected a little bit of money in college for that campaign, but nothing over $50. And it was self-funded. We bought T-shirts for people. It was a great campaign. It was exciting until it was over, and we lost. And people got to be held responsible. So, yeah, that's a preview of the debate. I mean, you look at the people on the buses and stuff, they don't look like bad people to me. Some people will attack them and they say, oh, they don't want to work, they don't want to do this. Well, people make mistakes. You got to give them a second chance. We got to get up, roof over your head, gas in the tank, and something to do. Talk to you later and see ya. Evan Geyer.